Hello, Gemini. This is your extended reading for December 2022, okay? So I'm going to touch on two situations that I did not touch on for the main monthly and the bonus. I'm looking at the current person and the new person, okay? So depending on what type of situation you're dealing with will depend on whether or not this video is for you. So if you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading, please read the description box very, very carefully. Remember, y'all, don't get scammed by somebody pretending to be me. Okay? If it's not in the description of the video, it's not me, and it's not what I do. So, all right, let's jump into this. We're going to look at the current person. If you are not experiencing issues, problems, or concerns with somebody who's currently a part of your life, then this is not for you. Ooh, two of them fell out. What do we got here? Oh, the Death card and the Ten of Pentacles. So some of you, I know this isn't everybody, but some of you, maybe there's a lot of money involved. But there doesn't have to be a lot of money involved for it to be a materialistic connection. Okay? Like, I'm not saying that there is not or never was an emotional connection. But at this point, the main glue that's holding the two of you together doesn't have nearly as much to do with an emotional connection as it does a superficial materialistic connection. Like, obviously, maybe one of you makes all the money and the other one doesn't. Or something to that effect. Something to that effect, you know? Oh, I don't want to go through the expenses of trying to find a new place and this and that. Something, you know? But with the Death card, looks like it's on a slow, gradual decline between the two of you. Could be a Scorpio for some of you. Let's see what's going on. What's the dealio, Emilio? Hangman reversed. You could be dealing with somebody that is very stubborn, hard-headed, and refuses to see things from your perspective. Got that Tower card reversed too. So I'm feeling like this has been hanging on by a thread for a while. This situation, this connection has just been hanging on by a thread. And you've been like clinging for dear life, trying to hold this together. And you know that if you take a step back for a split second, let go of this, it'll crumble to the ground. Could be suspicion of a third party. Okay? Now, I got to be real specific on this, because if you don't have direct, like, evidence of a third party, don't take that and run with it. But there could be suspicion of a third party. If you know for a fact that there was a third party in the past, and you're concerned whether or not there still is, there probably is. Okay? There probably is. But even if there's not, the simple suspicion that there's a third party, that energy is deadly to a connection. Just that lack of trust is deadly in a connection, you know? All right. A lot of walking on eggshells energy. I'm not getting the actual root of the problem, though. I'm really not. I'm really not getting the root of the problem. That's weird. Okay. Let's at least see this person's feelings, thoughts, and energy and intentions. How does the current person feel about Gemini, universe? Knight of Pentacles reversed. That Eight of Pentacles was reversed too. Hang on. Three of Pentacles reversed. Okay. There's that Hangman again. Yeah, they don't really feel a connection with you as strong as they once did. And the Three of Cups is reversed too. So if there was a third party in the past, I don't think there is now. I don't. So, because it's in the reverse here. But I really do feel like they are losing interest. They don't really feel quite as strong of a connection as they once did. And it's to the point to where, like, they wanted everything to work, but they wanted everything to work on their terms. You know? They wanted everything to work on their terms. In order to keep this going and keep this alive and keep it growing and thriving, obviously, we both have to be working on this. And that type of work that it takes to make a connection survive is work that's very uncomfortable to do. And typically a person only does this type of work if it's really worth it to them. That's one of the ways you know that you're dealing with your person. Because when you're with your person, that uncomfortable work you have to do is worth it. And it's worth it to them too. Doesn't look like it's worth it to this person. Because with the Ace of Cups reversed, King of Swords, yeah, it looks to me like this person's pretty detached. Looks like they're pretty detached to me. They don't feel like you're very reliable either. I think there's a part of them that just doesn't really trust you. They feel like they can't rely on you. Can't really count on you. Okay, well, let's see the outcome for December. What's the outcome for December? Knight of Pentacles reversed. Okay. Yep, not seeing a lot of action here. No, I'm really not. I am kind of feeling like you are going to end up connecting with somebody new, though. Yeah, I kind of feel a new connection coming in. I'm not 100% convinced that this connection is going to come to an end, though. I'm not convinced of that, but I am seeing a new person. I am seeing somebody new coming in. That could turn saucy. But I'm not, like I said, I don't think that you're separating with this person. I don't. So things are staying pretty much the same, with the exception of, like I said, I think you're connecting with somebody new. I don't see you walking away from this. Let's get the advice then. Let's get the advice. The Fool card. And the Emperor. Tower card reversed. So, have you all had a conversation yet? That's usually what comes down in the advice for a current situation, is a conversation. We gotta be able to see eye to eye. We gotta have that uncomfortable conversation. At least do that first. Have that uncomfortable conversation before you end things. But with the Five of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups, if you conclude that there is no fixing this and it's time to go, Nine of Cups. Let yourself be single for a while. I promise you, the problem is not the relationship. That's not the problem. The solution is not a new relationship. That's not the solution. So that's why it's always so important to form a new relationship with yourself for a little period of time. Because, I've met people, and I know people, who have not spent one day by themselves in their adult life. They don't know who the hell they are. They have no idea. They don't know who they are. They have no clue. It's very, very healthy and very necessary. Also, too, if this was something long-term, you have to understand that your brain is wired to this connection, to this routine. You're going to have to give time to unwire from that old routine and start rewiring a new routine. Because you're going to start going through a lot of changes. A lot of changes. Even if you feel like it's completely their fault, maybe, it may not be, doesn't matter, honestly. The minute you leave that connection, you're going to start undergoing lots of changes. Lots of changes. You're going to start turning into a completely different person. And you jump straight in with somebody new. straight in with somebody new, you have to understand, you're still on the same frequency that attracted the first person in. So if you're still on the same frequency that attracted the first person in, the next person that comes in is on the same frequency. And if you begin a frequency change and you come up out of that frequency altogether, you won't be a frequency match to anybody new that can come in while you are still tied to that past person. Does that make sense at all? Remember my little mountain picture that I drew on my whiteboard with the different frequency bandwidths? Right now you're down here on this one with this person. If somebody new comes in, you're still on the same frequency. The frequency produces the outcome. So the likelihood that you are going to be in a situation that vibrationally and resonates very similarly to the last situation is very high. Okay? Very high. Let's look at the new person. New person. If you are not dealing with somebody new who just recently showed up in your life, this is not for you. Two more. Page of Swords reversed. Okay, so communication's a little bit weird between the two of you. There's a lot of stalking that goes on too. Are you sitting around constantly stalking this person? Or are they sitting around stalking you all the time? I don't know, man. With this Seven of Cups, somebody, I don't know who it is just yet, but one, the other, or both of you isn't all the way in this. Somebody still has their options open here. I can't tell who that is. And there's that Ten of Pentacles again. Could be a superficial connection. Like maybe some of you are only looking for somebody that makes a certain amount of money. Maybe this person is only looking for somebody that makes a certain amount of money. You know? Oh, isn't that just I tell you, I'm going to tell you one of the things that, well, there's many things that's wrong with that, but one of the biggest mistakes that I see is that when you, well, if you want to be in one of those power couple dynamic relationships, you know it works a lot better when both of you build the empire together, right? It works a lot better. If you find somebody that already has their own empire, you know how hard it is to get in that empire and be their number one priority? That's hard. That's going to be real hard. Real hard. That's going to be tough. But if you all work together to build this empire together, meaning you all start at the bottom. I don't know who needed to hear that, but since this came up twice, I feel like somebody needed to hear that. Okay, well, anyway, could be an Aries for some of you. Let's see how this person feels about you. How does the new person feel about Gemini? Three of Wands reversed. I don't think you were their first pick. I don't think you were their first choice. I think they were waiting on somebody else. Yeah, they just don't want to pass up an opportunity. Yeah, you weren't their first choice though, I don't think. I don't think so. I think they were waiting on someone else. This person is very interested in a sex-based connection. Very interested. And like always, like 90 to 95% of new connections, I do think this person wants to use a sex-based connection to distract them from heartbreak. That never works. I don't really feel like going on that lecture. I really don't. I'm going to try to steer around that. I don't feel like going on that lecture. I just don't have the energy for that today. But, yeah. But does this person have feelings? Yeah. A little bit. A little bit. Kind of childish, though. I think this person's a little bit emotionally immature, honestly. They just got their heart broke. They don't know how to deal with it. I think it's what they were doing. They were waiting on a past person. I think this person's main focus was on the past. Yeah. So I don't see bad intentions. I don't see bad intentions. I don't think this right here, when I say bad intentions, what I mean is this person knowing that they're playing games and playing games on purpose. I don't think that they are knowingly trying to play games with you. I just think that they're immature and they don't know any other way. They're immature, they don't know any other way to handle their emotions. You know? Okay, let's see the outcome then. Will this take a turn for the better or for the worse? Ten of Swords. So you might end up giving up on this? Yeah, you might end up giving up on this, honestly. I'm feeling like y'all are going to communicate for a while, but I don't really see a solid emotional connection happening. Not really. Not really. You might start... No, actually, you know what? I don't think that you're developing feelings either. I don't really feel like either of you are. I'm going to have to look at the advice on this because I see you all communicating really good. Like, really good. And forming a solid psychological connection. But it's like, so many people out there, they think that psychological connection is not important. So many people out there feel like they need another person to fix their problems for them, their emotional problems, that they don't feel like that psychological connection is necessary, you know? So it's real easy for people to walk away from a connection that's just doing this, you know? Yeah, okay, let's get the advice then. Is that even a good idea to walk away from this yet? Let me see. I don't know yet. I don't know, yo. I don't know. Ten of Wands reversed. And the Empress. So this could turn into long-term commitment. It could. It could turn into long-term commitment. It does have the potential to turn into long-term commitment if you know how to channel this energy properly. If you don't know how to channel the energy properly, though, then, yeah, go ahead and call it quits. Because it's an energetic dance that's very difficult for a lot of people to do. Knight of Cups reversed, okay, yeah. Well, I mean, if you're just really feeling that much of a lack of interest, then don't do it then, I guess. Just don't do it. Because maybe that's like, this is a fine line, man, to where you see somebody going through something and you know what to tell them to do, but it's like, do I tell you what to do or do I let you go through it and learn the lesson yourself? That's a tricky fine line. Fine little line. I do think that this does have potential if you can figure out how to channel the energy properly, if both of you can. But if not, then yes, go ahead and walk away from this. Go ahead and walk away from this. Let's get some random freestyle advice. Random freestyle spread of just random advice. Whatever wants to come through. Okay. Knight of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. Focus on your money and your finance. Be sure that anybody you bring into your life works with you as a team player. We got to be a team, okay? I hate to say a bunch of cliche shit, man, but this is what's coming through. This is what's coming through. You shouldn't be the one doing everything, and you shouldn't be doing nothing. There should be a team effort. There should be a team effort. No third-party situations. Okay? It's not uncommon at all for me to get, a reading from a person who jumped into a third-party situation and is wondering why the person lied to him. Well, they were in a 3-year toxic relationship, and I was the side piece or whatever. And it's like, and you trust them? And you trust them? Really? Like, I don't know. I personally learned that lesson when I was 15 years old. I mean, I did it too. I'd be lying if I said I've never done it. But I was 15. I can't say we all, but I think a lot of us have to learn that lesson at some point in time or another. That if they will cheat with you, they will cheat on you. If they say they're in a toxic relationship with a crazy person, but they're the ones cheating, it's not that person they're with that's the toxic one, it's them. Like I said, we all got to learn that at some point. No third-party situations. If you jump in, I mean, we're all adults. I can't tell you what and what not to do. I really can't. But just know that if you find somebody that'll cheat with you, don't trust them. Don't trust them. That tells you everything you need to know about them. Everything. Okay? The solution to your problems does not reside and to obtain more of whatever you're lacking. Okay? We humans are some strange creatures. I live in Las Vegas. I guarantee you, on a Friday night, I could walk down to the Las Vegas Strip and just grab a random person. And if I asked them, what would be the solution to your problems? I guarantee you, they would all tell me the same thing. To obtain more of whatever I'm lacking. That's how we think as humans. Whatever we are lacking in our life, that thing is now God. Broke people think that the solution to all their problems would be more money. Lonely people think that the solution to all their problems will be the right relationship. It's always whatever. Just go through the list. A bigger house, a faster car, more friends, more money, more something out here. I've never met anybody who, if I asked them, what would be the solution to your problems, they describe something internal. I've never met somebody that does that. I've never met somebody that, if I say, if I could just grant, one wish, if I could grant you one wish, what would it be? To just be happy no matter what. I just want inner peace. I'm not going to wish for anything out here to be different. I just want inner peace. I just want to feel happy. That's our problem as humans. And it was done by design. It's done by design. We point out here and we blame everything out here for the way we feel. And not only do we blame what's out here for the way we feel, but we also expect what's out here to change and expect that to create a different feeling. And it's like, now, if I'm broken, pissed off, angry, sad, and hurt, ain't nothing out here gonna fix that. Not like I think it will. Not like I think it will. Let's see what else we got here. Ooh, the Knight of Cups. Okay. And the Sun. Yeah, I knew that one. I've already had to give a couple of signs this. And this kind of piggybacks off what I was just saying. Learn to access the happy switch. It's in there. It's in there. How do you find the happy switch? I can't tell you how it's done. Just like I can't tell you how to wave your arm. I can't tell you how to do that. The only thing I can say is you got to make your brain tell your arm to move and you got to wave it. I can't explain how that's done. Just like I can't explain how to find the happy switch, but I will tell you that it's in there and you have to do it. You have to do it. It's hard. It's tough. It's tricky. I'm still working on it. It took me 1.5 years. I had this thing that would happen to me, just kept happening to me. I would always wake up in the worst mood. Like I would just wake up in the worst mood, just feeling horrible. And it would just fuck my whole day up. And this, if I took a whole week of my life, 7 days, I would probably wake up in a horrible mood 5 out of the 7 days of the week and not have too great of a day. My quality of days wasn't really all that good. So I had to start brainwashing myself into first thing in the morning, as soon as my eyes pop open, no matter how I feel, I'm happy, I'm excited, I'm motivated. I'm happy, I'm excited, I'm motivated. I'm happy, I'm excited, I'm motivated. I'm so happy, I'm so pumped up, I'm so motivated, I'm feeling so good. And it would feel real fucking weird. For the first, like, I don't even know, 4, 5, 6 months, it just felt strange. It felt weird. It didn't feel right. There wasn't a lot of emotion behind it. And then one day, I woke up in the morning and I was like, woo, yeah, let's go get it, yeah. And I went, whoa, I feel fucking awesome. When did that happen? And I'm thinking back, I'm like, I haven't woke up in a bad mood in months. I don't even remember when I woke up in my last bad mood. I feel fucking amazing. And I've been feeling amazing. It took over a year. I know it took over a year. And then it was somewhere between 1.5 years and 2 years later that I realized I have not woke up in one bad fucking mood in months and months and months and months and months. You got to get in there and start playing around, flipping switches, messing around in there, dude. You're in charge of what goes on in here. And what goes on in here is what creates what's out here. Alrighty, I feel like those were the messages that my Gemini friends needed to hear. So I am going to go ahead and end this video here. Thank you all so much for tuning in and playing along. I greatly appreciate all of the love, support, and positive feedback you guys show me every single time I get on here and do this. Makes my job worthwhile here on YouTube, y'all. I greatly appreciate you. Don't forget to look in the description of this video if you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading. I'm out of here now, y'all. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Stay blessed.